Good Sunday afternoon, everybody. It's Ann C. coming at you. It's funny, right while I was getting this ready, it's been very, very overcast, and it's supposed to rain pretty much all afternoon, and the sun comes shining out. So, hey, yesterday I had a little training about communication, how to have crystal clear communication. And then, let's see, then yesterday at 11, I did, we have a little 10-day boot camp going on as part of a new promotion I had, this being in my e-commerce business school with a group of new students. And my coworker is gone for the weekend, and so I stepped in to do the boot camp. And so that was at 11 o'clock yesterday, and I talked about this very process that I'm going to share with you, okay? Because it's kind of fun. Our 10-day boot camp, my good peer in my company, he's called it the 10 Commandments of Accountability, I think is what he called it. It's very cute. Anyways, mine was the fifth commandment was always be learning, so I got to teach on that yesterday, and I love that topic, and he knew that. Anyway, so let's talk about this process that I'm going to give you that you can apply to anything you're learning, anything you're implementing, anything you're managing. Because we know in business, everything is about creating higher and higher level of optimization. We are just trying to make things better and better and better. Growing the company, growing the profits, whatever you're doing in your respective business, this is going to work for it. And it's pretty darn simple. It's a matter of remembering to implement it and use it, okay? So whatever it is you're doing, so this will tie in what I was telling my bootcamp people. They are implementing a method of, it's basically an arbitrage method of using your smartphone, and they source products from local stores and they flip them for a profit on Amazon. So that's that particular group of students that I have. And I was saying, here's what you could do as you're doing this. And let's say you go to a store and you have no results. So write this down. Number one is you ask yourself, what worked? Just anything. What is anything that worked? Hey there. Hello, Greg from Seattle. What's your weather like there? Is it rainy? We're supposed to have rain all day today, and it's fortunately not. Anyway, so I'm going through this three-step process. So anytime you're going through a learning curve or you're implementing something new, you can use this. And just, you really ought to do it in general for everything. Any kind of project you have. Sun in 65, nice, okay. All right, so the first step is when completing a project, or in this case, I was giving an example of my students who are utilizing a local arbitrage method when they go to local stores, and let's say they went out on, it's called scanning, and I'm just giving you a scenario of how to apply this three-step method, and let's say they come out with no results. That happens in business, right? Where you go out and you have no results. So number one is you ask yourself what worked. And you want to be mindful of things, because what this does is it trains your brain to take notations and to be in an observant mindset instead of, ho-hum, well, that didn't work. No, don't be saying that, right? Because something must have worked. So then you ask yourself, what worked? Then the second question you ask yourself, and by the way, we do this as a team and my staff. When we host one of our events, we've got a big, huge 5-day event coming up next week. We will ask ourselves these three questions when we're done. What worked? What didn't work? And what would we do differently? That's it. That's the three-step process for improving learning, for implementing, for doing an analysis of a project. In our case, we've got a 5-day event coming up. So what worked? What didn't work? And what would you do? What would you do differently? There you go. It's really, really simple. And so I want my students, instead of kind of this carte blanche, well, that didn't work, Well, hold on now. Maybe something did work though. So for example, they maybe learned how to better use their phone app. They noticed certain trends in the store. There's got to be a whole number of things that are takeaways of things that you learned and that did work, right? Instead of people categorically put an experience in the bucket that, well, it didn't work. Especially here as entrepreneurs and business owners, when we think of worked, we think of make money, obviously, because that's the main objective of a business. But getting to those results of making money is a path with many steps towards that, of what are at least some of the paths that you did correctly that got you closer to making it in the more full bucket of, well, it worked because I made money. It causes you to think at a very different level. So I'm going to break it down this way. I build marketing funnels, and I build a lot of them. So just yesterday, we launched, actually it's Friday evening, a ManyChat funnel that we had built. And multiple ads, and we're throwing traffic at that offer, which is how it works. You got to drive traffic through that offer and then watch for the data to roll in. And so I'm watching the behavior of the ManyChat last night when I went to bed, and I had a pretty conclusive thought in my mind, which was, it looks like there's bugs in the system. And then in the morning I woke up and I'm like, yeah, I'm really certain there's bugs in the system. And then my operations officer had already done a video this morning, a Sunday morning, because she was watching it, and we get to watch it on our phones and then also on a PC, of course. And she and I were both coming to the same conclusion at the same time. Whoa, there's a bug. Pause the ads. So then there you go. What worked? Well, the ads converted like crazy. Definitely high response rate. People were definitely eager coming into the ManyChat funnel, but whoops, there was a snag in the funnel. So a number of things did work. And so I let the team know, hey, high five, super responsive ads, but whoa, pause the ads. The ManyChat funnel has issues. And then, wonderfully, the developer replied back, and he's going to look at it today. So it's like, yes. But see, you have to be always observing. So instead of carte blanche, the whole thing didn't work. No, a number of things did work. In this example of our new ManyChat funnel, a whole bunch of things worked. And I already had proof of concept that this offer is going to convert from a different webinar funnel that I have. Anyways, all to say that you have to have that analytical mindset in the whole scope rather than just, well, it didn't work. No, actually, some things did work, right? Because it's a layer deeper to think, to be thinking and analyzing your business and your learning processes, because a less analytical person will come to faulty conclusions. In fact, I'm going to say the majority of new entrepreneurs, that's what they do. They come to a faulty conclusion prematurely. And then their project dies on the vine because they don't understand how to do the analytical thinking process to really define what elements are working. What are the ones that aren't working? How do we improve that? And that is a pattern of thinking that a lot of people are not accustomed to. They don't have that thought process. They just run out and do some action, but they don't know how to step back and evaluate properly. And so when things don't work, they throw it in the trash. That's the wrong way to approach it. And that's probably one of the biggest points of failure for entrepreneurs. I really believe it's that ability. They don't have the ability to step back and do a proper evaluation. And that's a big problem for a lot of folks. So I hope that this was helpful. You guys let me know. We use this regularly within my team and my staff. Within my team, everyone is trained to be a very analytical thought processor and also to learn and think in big ecosystems. especially within the marketing team. Big thinking marketing systems. So, hey there, good afternoon to you, Christy. I just kind of wrapped up my live here and the training on the 3-step process, but I think you'll really like it. And Christy, I know you're one of these that you have this mindset, and that is a bit unusual because you're an analytical thinker. So anyways, well, Christy, it looks like Minnesota is going to be at about 65 and sunny when we get there. I'm going to be there on Thursday, and we're going to have, I've checked, I'm watching that weather there in Minnesota. So anyways, and folks, I'm broadcasting this from Bella Vista, Arkansas, where it's been chilly. Don't like that. Anyways, well, hope you guys have an awesome rest of the day here. Yep. It'll be posted real soon. Alrighty, till then, thanks guys. Bye-bye.